Alright, ladies and germs, it's time for me to do a preview of the new god. Since I haven't really seen anybody talking about him yet, gonna have to assume that the game servers being down is probably to blame. But let's take a look at him. Backfire. Magical, magical, and magical. Well, let's get all three and take a look at what they do the fun way. So my 3 seems to be some kind of odd turret of sorts. There's a cone ability as my 2. And here's what the 1 does. I'm gonna use it to hit Raw. No idea what that was. I guess it's a slow, maybe? That knocks him back. What the fuck is going on? I like this ability. This one's my favorite. Oh, look at that. Oh, Farm Central, baby. This guy's gonna be Harasser Central. This is awesome. And then, when you're done with that, you can be like, hi, I'm Hyman. Alright, we're gonna head back into lane. This guy's running animation's really awkward and weird. Looks like his ultimate is kind of like a singed ultimate. Alright, you can only have 1 turret up at a time of each type. So there will be no turret stacking, like Heimerdinger is known to do. So this guy will not be Heimerdinger 2.0. He's already pretty balanced, as it seems, which is nice. But he does have the thing where he lets his objects regen by standing near them, which is really nice. He's really cool. He's a cool guy. And my ultimate is like a mix between Singed and Heimerdinger, which is really cool. Probably the best combination I've ever fucking seen. And here's what my ultimate does with a turret out. And it's really big and it hurts. And that's what this guy does. I really like his pounding turret though. It's really nice. The turrets do not shoot the big turrets. At least this one doesn't. But they can provide you good cover. And I think that they take turret aggro over you. Unless they attack an enemy. So in a lot of ways, this guy is heavily improved over Heimerdinger's design from League of Legends. But you can play him pretty similarly and use your traps. Or in this case, lovely turrets and pounders as traps to keep the enemy at bay, and it's really nice. And you can just camp near them and they'll regenerate all their HP. You also have this thing instead of a stun. Now the problem is you have no CC. It doesn't really look like you can do much unless your ultimate's on at the time, which improves all your skills in some way. But pretty interesting guy. And I mean, he's pretty squishy if you don't build any tank. So it makes me think that he wouldn't really make a very good magic tank, but I think that that's pretty much, and that's what you'll probably see a lot if you build him correctly. I'd say that he benefits greatly from the Gem of Isolation and possibly even a tanky mage build. But going Glass Cannon isn't that bad of an idea for late game carrying, but I don't know, he's very squishy. So going for tanky mage may be better than a Glass Cannon build, but this item right here, the Spear of Mages and a Gem of Isolation, 2 very powerful items on him. Obviously a Warlock Sash is good on any kind of mage. You can go between the tank boots and the boots of the Magi. I think both of them work great. It varies. I'd say if you have a lot of magic people on your team, you should always get one of these if you're this guy who's going to be going tanky anyway. But you can go this kind of build for a glass cannon-y kind of thing with still some HP, but you can't really take damage. If you want to be able to take damage, then you can go a more tanky build and get the ethereal staff to convert all your health into magical power, kind of like how most people would build a Sobek for late game destruction. And you can use his turrets to either A, bait ganks, or B, give your team a teamfight advantage, but you should only throw them down before a fight. But you should only throw them down during a fight if your ultimate's up. If your ultimate's not up, don't throw them down, otherwise you will die. And so will the turrets. They'll probably get bursted down. But if you have your ultimate up, You can throw them down real quick and then get some real DPS going out of them, especially with this item right here. You can really do some big damage and help your team a lot, especially if they're mostly magical based. So I find if you have a team that's getting a lot of magic characters, grab this guy and get one of these because he can really throw the stacks on it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how people play with this guy. I find that he's very weak with ganks. He doesn't have much to get out of a situation. He has a slow, and it pushes him back a little bit. So he's kind of got the whole Anubis thing where if he gets ganked, he's done. But if he can get all of his abilities that he needs off, you're done. I don't know. I don't see him being very viable. I think he's a great defending guy, but I don't think that he would be able to stop any games from ending or cause any games to end any faster. He's very I'm sure I'll see him a lot in solo queue. We'll find out.